10 to 14, frequency is 5. Then 15 to 19, frequency is 8. 9. Then next 20 to 24, frequency is 12. 25 to 29, frequency is 9. Then 30 to 34, frequency is 4. So now you see the class interval 10 to 14. Then next it is not 14 onwards, it is 15 to 19. So there is gap. 10 to 14 and 15 to 19, there is a gap. Then 15 to 19 and 20 to 24, there is a gap. 24 to 25 to 29, then 30 to 34, there is a gap. That means class interval is not continuous. Class interval is not continuous. So whenever class interval is not continuous, our first job is to make it continuous by finding the adjustment factor. Yes, that everything will be same. Everything will be same. Everything will be same. You have to find the class mark. You have to add one class interval in the beginning with frequency 0. You have to add one class interval at the end with frequency 0. You have to find the class mark. Everything will remain same. But what is the additional part? In this, the class intervals are not continuous. So first we have to make it continuous by finding the adjustment factor. Now how we find the adjustment factor? First we have to find the adjustment factor. First we have to find the adjustment factor to make it continuous. So adjustment factor. Adjustment factor. Adjustment factor. See how we find the adjustment factor. Wait no my dear. How we find the adjustment factor? Yes. How we find the adjustment factor, that you have to see. See, what is the difference between 14 and 15? Yes, what is the difference between 14 and 15? Tell me. 14 and 15, what? 15 and 14 and 15, 1. Then 19 and 20, 1. Then 24 and 25, 1. Then 29 and 30, there is 1. So there is difference, there is gap of 1. Yes or no? So what will be the adjustment factor? That is difference divided by 2. So what is the difference? 1 divided by 2. That is 0.5. Are you getting? Are you following? See my dear, 10 to 14. Then next it is not 14 onwards. So between 14 and 15 there is gap of 1. Yes. 19 to 20 there is gap of 1. 24 to 25 gap of 1. 29 to 30 gap of 1. So whatever is the gap, so you can write gap upon 2. Gap is 1. There is gap of 1 between 14 and 15. Yes, 2 upon 2, 1 will come. Yes. Is it clear? So there is gap of 1. So adjustment factor is 0.5. Now this adjustment factor, we write this adjustment factor, we subtract from lower limit. We write lower limit, from lower limit we subtract adjustment factor, that is 0.5. And to upper limit we add adjustment factor. We subtract adjustment factor from lower limit and we add adjustment factor to upper limit. Now we make the table. Is it clear? Now we make the table. Is it clear? Because the class intervals are not continuous. 10 to 14, then it should be 14 to nothing. But it is, next is, instead of 14, it is 15 to 19. There is gap of 1, gap of 1, gap of 1, gap of 1. So now we make the table. Now rest of the job is same. Once you find the adjustment factor, that adjustment factor, because the class interval, if you see the class interval, what is my class interval? See, again I am explaining this part. Class interval is 10 to 14, then 15 to 15 to 19, then 20 to 24, then 25 to 29, then 30 to 34. Yes, this is my class interval. They are not continuous. 10 to 14, then it is 15 to 19, so there is a gap. Then 15 to 19, then it is 20 to 24, there is a gap of 1. Third one, gap of 1. There is a gap of 1, remember. 24 to 25, it's clear? 25 to 29, 29, next it is 30. So there is a gap of 1. Are you getting? There is a gap of 1. So this gap we divide by 2. That is 0.5. And that is my adjustment factor. Because they are not continuous. They are not continuous. Class interval is not continuous. So we have to find the adjustment factor. How we find adjustment factor? Divide that gap by 2. So that from lower limit we subtract gap, adjustment factor, upper limit we add. So that the class interval become continuous. Yes, because so that we get the class interval continuous, no? We want the class interval to be continuous. To make the class interval continuous, first we have to find the adjustment factor. And that adjustment factor we subtract from lower limit, we add to upper limit. Now we prepare the table. And rest of the thing will be same. This I will do without using histogram. So this I am doing without using histogram. Without using histogram. Same. Now we make a table, no? Now we make the table. We make the table that everything will remain same, my dear. So first we write class interval, then we write class mark. Everything will remain same. Class interval, class mark, and then we write frequency. We write frequency, that is f. Everything will remain same. But what is the procedure for frequency polygon without using histogram, with using histogram? That yes, you have to add two class interval, one in the beginning, other at the end with frequency 0. So let us first write this, whatever is given. 10 to 14, we leave one line, we leave one gap. We write 10 to 14, we leave one gap. 10 to 14, frequency is 5. First we write our, what is given. Then 15 to 20, 15 to 19. 15 to 19, frequency is 8. Then 20 to 24, frequency is 12. 25 to 29. I will see now. 25 to 29, frequency is 9. Yes, 29. Now see here. Wait. See here. एक minute, my dear. एक minute. See here. It is 10 to 14. Yes. So you have to subtract lower limit. You have to subtract 0.5 from lower limit. Wait. So what it becomes? Let me write. Let me write. Chalo. Yes. That I will write. No. That I will write. That I will write afterwards. Then 29. Then 30 to 34. 30 to 34. Yes. Frequency is 4. Then I will write one more frequency 0. Now we have to select the class interval. See how we select the first. This part I will write 10 minus 0.5. Yes. What is 10 minus 0.5? Yes. So what it will be? That will be 9.5. 9.5 minus 14.5. Are you getting? Yes. Then 15 to 19. Subtract 0.5. 14.5 to 19.5. Then 20 to 24. 20 minus 0.5. 19.5 to 24.5. Are you getting? You have to make them continuous. Then 24.5 to 29.5. We have to make them continuous, no? 30 minus 0, 29.5 to 34.5. You have to make them, yes, you have to make, and now I will write, no, see, now I will write, between, no, you, Arey Baba, you leave the space, no, right now you write it, no problem. In examination you can directly write this, red 1. In examination directly write red 1, I have written both the part. But in examination you can directly write red part. Is it clear? I have to make you understood, so I have written both the part. Now see, what is the gap? 9.5 to 14.5, what is the gap? 9.5 to 14.5, what is the gap? 5, yes? There is a gap of 5, no? So now, before 9.5, I will take next as 9.5. 9.5 upper limit. Then there should be the gap of 5. Yes. So what should be that? Tell me. Yes, tell me what should be that? 9.5 to 14.5. There is a gap. Huh? Yes. What is that? 3.5 now. 9.5. Yes, 4.5. Are you getting this? You have to find the class interval continuous. No, 9.5. Before this class interval will be 9.5 upper limit. Take the gap of 5. So 9.5 minus 5 will be 4.5. So 4.5 to 9.5 we take frequency 0. Next, similarly I have to add one more class interval. So 13.5 will be my lower limit. Yes, I will take the gap of 5. So 34.5 plus 5, 39.5. And this I will take frequency 0. Is it clear? Yes, you have to take the class interval. Now we find the class mark. Lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. 4.5 plus 9.5 divide by 2. 4.5 plus 9.5 divide by 2. Find the class mark. Yes, what is that? 7. Yes or no? 7. 4.5 plus 9.5, that will be 14. 14 divided by 2, 7. Next 9.5 plus 10.5. 9.5 plus 14.5. 9.5 plus 14.5 divided by 2, that is 12. Next 14.5, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So that is, yes, 17. 34 divided by 2, 17. Then 19.5 plus 24.5 divided by 2, that is 22. Then 24.5 plus 29.5 divided by 2, that is 27. Then 29.5 plus 34.5 divided by 2, that is 32. Then let's take 34.5 plus 39.5 divided by 2, that is 37. 37. So now let us plot the frequency polygon without using it. Yes, without using histogram. Without using histogram, we have to plot this. See now, 34.5 plus 39.5, that will be 74. 74 divided by 2, that is 37, no? Yes. So whenever class intervals are not continuous, you have to find the gap between the class interval. That gap you have to divide by 2. You will get the adjustment factor. That adjustment factor you will subtract to the lower limit and you will add to the upper limit. Rest of the procedure will be same. to draw frequency polygon, one class interval you have to add in the beginning with frequency 0, one class interval you have to add at the end with frequency 0. This is over so that we can draw the graph. Yes. This is over. Yes, this is over. I can draw the graph. Okay. Let us draw the graph. Let us draw the graph. So procedure, whether it is using histogram or without using histogram, procedure is same. You have to find the class mark, then you have to add one class interval in the beginning with frequency 0. You have to add one class interval at the end with frequency 0. You have to find class mark. And if the class intervals are continuous, we directly proceed. But if the class intervals are not continuous, we have to find the adjustment factor. And how we find the adjustment factor? That is gap divided by 2. So after finding the adjustment factor, we add this adjustment factor to upper limit. We subtract this adjustment factor from the lower limit so that we get the class interval continuous. We get the class interval continuous. So now let us plot the graphic. Let us plot this frequency polygon on the graph paper without using histogram. Without using histogram means you don't have to draw the rectangle. So now draw this. Yes, this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis. This is my x-axis. This is my y-axis, this is my x-axis. And this is my 0, origin. Yes. Now, what? Yes. Now, no, there is no negative. No, you see the class interval. Class interval it is. Yes, what is that class interval? No, class interval it is 4. Class interval it is 4.5. 4.5 to 9.5. No. Class interval it is 4.5 to 9.5. So there is no negative. Class interval it is 4.5 to 9.5. No, there is no negative. Is it clear? Now let us. So now let us take 1 centimeter on x-axis. 1 centimeter on x-axis. 1 centimeter. 10 small line. 1 centimeter. 1 cent. No. Wait. On x-axis we take 1 centimeter. Now first it is, what is the first class interval? 4.5 to 9.5. So after 0 I will write this as 4.5. 4.5 and this I will write 9.5. 4.5, 9.5. Then next 9.5 to, yes, what is that? 9.5 to 14.5. This is my 14.5. And then 14.5 to, yes, 19.5. Then next 1 centimeter, 19.5 to, yes, नहीं minus नहीं करना है ना, because see the class interval, it starts from 4.5 to 9.5. So after 0, after 1 centimeter you directly write 4.5. After 0 you directly write 4.5 to 9.5. After 19.5 it is 24.5, 24.5, 24.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to, yes, 34.5 and 34.5 to 39.5. Yes. Clear? Now on y-axis, what is the maximum frequency? Yes, what is the maximum frequency? My dear, no, if you leave 2 boxes, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then it will be 16. it will be beyond that graph. So take 1 centimeter, I will advise you. What is the maximum frequency? Maximum frequency is 12. So on y-axis, I will take 1 centimeter is equal to 2 unit. Yes, 1 centimeter is equal to 2 unit. So this is 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10, then 12. You can write 14, no problem. You have to write the scale also. You have to write down the scale. On x-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to, on x-axis, yes, on x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to how much? Bolo, on x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, 1 centimeter is equal to how much? 4.5 to 9.5. What is the gap? 5. 9.5 to, so 1 centimeter is equal to 5 unit. Is it clear? No. Then on y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to how much? 1 centimeter is equal to 2. 2, 4, 6. So there is a gap of 2. So 2 unit. So this is my scale. Yes. Now let us draw the first. Now I will consider the class mark. 4.5 to 9.5. What was the class mark? Yes. 7. Yes, in between we have 7. We write 7. 9.5 to 14.5. It was 12. Now we draw the class mark. 14.5 to 19.5. Yes. 17. 19.5 to 24.5. 22. We write the class mark. 24.5 to 29.5. 27. Yes. Now it is clear? Okay. 27. Then 29.5 to 34.5. Yes. It is 32. Class mark. 34.5 to 39.5, 37. These are the class marks. Yes. For first class mark 7, what is my frequency? Yes. For first class mark 7, what is my frequency? Tell me. 0. Very good. So this, there I will dot. Yes. My first class mark frequency is 0. So this 7 and 0, I will make one dot. At 7 and 0, I will make one dot. Are you getting? At 7 and 0, I will make one dot, and this I will write. 7, 0. This I will write 7, 0. Yes. What you don't understand? What is the first class mark? 7. What is the first class mark? 7. No. The first, yes. Wait, now it will be clear. Wait. Yes, right. What is first class mark? 7. What is the frequency? 0. So at 7 I will make one dot and write this as 7, 0. Then next, what is next class mark? 12. For 12, what is the frequency? Yes, for 12, what is the frequency? 5. So, yes. So for 12 the frequency is 5. 5 will be between 4 and 6. So I will join this. I will draw the dotted line. Then this 12, I will draw the dotted line. Where they meet, there I will draw one dot and then erase the dotted line. Yes. So what will be coordinate at this point? Tell me. 12 is class mark. Then what is the frequency? 7. So 12, 7. Are you getting? 12, 7. 12. First we write the class mark 12. Then we write the frequency 7. So 12, 7. Next. Wait. It is 5. It is 5, no? For 12, what is the frequency? 5, no? Yes, so this is my 5. Sorry. Frequency is 5 for 12. Next, for 17, what is the frequency? 8. Yes? Huh. No. We are doing without using histogram. How we draw? This 12, we draw the dotted line. And then frequency 5, we draw the dotted line. Frequency 5, we draw the dotted line. Are you getting? 1 minute. Why it is coming blurred? Let me check some internet. 1 minute. Just be ready. अरे भाई 1 मिनट रुको जरा, 1 मिनट, 1 minute, everything will be over. Yes, now I have changed the internet. Wait, no, now it will be. Yes, do not worry. Now yes. So now it is 12 for class mark 12. 12, then frequency 5. We join this 12 and 5. Then next it is 8. What is that? For 17, frequency is 8. This is my 8. So from 8 I will draw the dotted line. Then 17 I will draw the vertical line, vertical dot. Now where they meet, this is my 17,8. This is my 17,8. This is my 17,8. 17,8. Next. Yes. What is next? Yes. Then it is 20 and 12. 20 and 12. Sorry, 22 and 12. What is my frequency? 12. So 12, I will draw the dotted line. You keep the scale like this. And draw the dotted line. Then 22, I will draw the vertical dot. No, 17.9 will not. We have to take the class mark. My dear. Class mark is no. So it is 22, 12. Where they meet, I will draw the dot and erase the remaining part. First x coordinate. Yes. So 22, 12. Then next, yes. What is that? Frequency 9. 27 frequency is 9. So where it is 9? Between 8 to 10. 27,1. Between 8 to 10 it is 9. So I will draw the dotted line. Because this 22, 12, 22 is class mark and 12 is frequency. That point coordinate we have to write. Class mark, frequency. Class mark is 22. Next it is 9. So I will draw the dotted line. 27. This is my frequency is 9 between 8 to 10. Then it is 27. Draw the vertical dot. Now where they meet, this is my 27,9. This is my 27,9. This is my 27,9. You have to use the scale and draw. You have to use the scale. 27,9. Yes. Then next, what is the frequency? 4. So 4. This is my 4. Draw the horizontal dotted line using scale. and then it is 32. Class mark is 32. Now where they meet, there I will draw the dot and then erase the dot. You have to erase the dot. So this is my 32, 4. 32, 4. First you have to write the x coordinate, then frequency. Then next 37, what is the frequency? Tell me. 37, what is the frequency? 0. So at 37 we write the dot and we write this as 37, 0. 37, yes. Now join this with the help of line. Yes. Yes. One extra, yes. At the end you have to draw, you have to add one class interval with frequency 0, because your frequency polygon must start from x-axis and it should end at x-axis. Now we join these points with the help of scale. With the help of scale we join these points. With the help of scale we join these points. With the help of scale we join these points, straight line. With the help of scale we join these points. And go in, see you have to join, you have to join the point in the sequence. You cannot directly join this point, no. You have to go the point, join the point in the sequence. A straight line, you have to join with the help of scale. You have to join with the help of scale. And this is my frequency polygon. Yes, this is my frequency polygon. And this we have done without using histogram. Wait, 2 minutes are there. Wait. So this complete 18B. Now you do the remaining problem by yourself. So I have explained both. That we have to, yes. So this complete. So this complete this chapter, frequency polygon statistics, frequency polygon using histogram, without using histogram. Working method is same. That I will let you know on Friday. Yes. So practice all the problem. All the problem you practice. Yes. All the problem you must practice. Using histogram, without using histogram. Working method is same. If class intervals are not continuous, we have to make it continuous by finding the adjustment factor. What is that adjustment factor? Gap divided by 2. If there is gap of 1 between class interval, divide that gap by 2, you will get adjustment factor. That adjustment factor you will subtract from lower limit, you will add to upper limit, so that class interval become continuous. Then whether it is using histogram or without using histogram, we add one class interval in the beginning with frequency 0, we add one class interval at the end with frequency 0, because the frequency polygon must start from x-axis and it should end at x-axis. So this is frequency polygon without using histogram. Yes, is it clear?